Stand by. 3, 2, 1.
This podcast is brought to you by Digital Heaven, the hottest tools for the coolest apps.
Hi and welcome to Hot Tips. I'm Martin Baker. Yes, we've made it to episode 3, which in the podcasting world is quite an achievement. So to celebrate this momentous occasion, here are 3 tips for the price of none. Let's start with a tip for still images, freeze frames and also video generators. I'm going to start by importing a still image from the desktop, and when I open it into the viewer, you can see that Final Cut Pro has automatically marked a 10-second portion in the middle of the clip. Now, in this instance, I need the still image to last for longer than 10 seconds, so I'm going to clear the in and out points simultaneously by pressing Option X. A little bit better because now the still image has a longer, if somewhat bizarre duration of 2 minutes, 10 seconds and 1 frame. But bizarre or not, it's still not long enough. I'm needing the image to last for exactly 6 minutes. Now I could just edit the clip into the sequence 3 times to get my 6-minute duration, but that can quickly get messy, particularly if I want to use filters on the image, because I would have to apply and modify the filters 3 times rather than just once. So let's look at an easier way. Very simply, I'm going to directly enter a new duration in the viewer. Now I could do that by clicking in the duration field and entering 6 minutes, but I can also avoid using the mouse entirely. So with the viewer window active, I'm going to press the Tab key once, and immediately the duration field is highlighted, so I can enter 6 ... Entering 6 ... is shorthand for 6 minutes. The 2 dots represent the dividers between minutes, seconds and frames, and when I press return, Final Cut Pro will automatically fill in the gaps with double zeros to give me my 6-minute duration. So now I'll edit that into my sequence as an overwrite edit, and there we go, a 6-minute still image as a single clip. Okay, let's move on to tip 2. Tabs are widely used in Final Cut Pro and they appear in all of the 4 main windows. Now if you have version 5.1.2 or later, then there's a very nice addition in that you can now navigate between the tabs using the keyboard. So if I select the timeline window with Command 3, then pressing Shift Command right square bracket selects the next tab, and correspondingly Shift Command left square bracket selects the previous tab. This is great for switching between open sequences without using the mouse. Now if I want to close the sequence, there's a few options. I can choose Close Tab from the File menu, or Control click or right click on a tab and choose Close Tab from the Shortcut menu. But there's also a handy way to close any tab from the keyboard by pressing Control W. And this works for tabs in the browser, canvas and also the timeline windows. Finally, on to the last tip. I'm going to select the browser window with Command 4 and use Control W to close the project tab. Final Cut Pro displays a warning dialog that the project has been modified since the last save and offers me 4 options. Now, just like any other application, pressing Return or Enter will select the blue Yes button and save the project. Pressing Escape will cancel and leave the project open. But the other 2 options have super secret keyboard shortcuts. Pressing S selects Save As, so you can save the project to a different file. And pressing N selects No, discarding any changes made to the project since the last save. That wraps things up for this time. Don't forget you can get all future episodes automatically by subscribing to Hot Tips from our website. Thanks for watching.
Digital Heaven, the hottest tools for the coolest apps. Find out more at digitalheaven.co.uk.